Hello students, today we are going to start our third part of the same chapter, that is retirement or death of a partner. And today's topic is revaluation of assets and liabilities. Before this, we already discussed this topic in the chapter admission. And in this chapter we will also have to discuss the same topic. There is no difference in between. But the only difference is at the time of admission we are not providing the share of profit and loss to the admitting partner. But at the time of retirement we provide the share of profit and loss to the retiring partner. The only difference is that. Otherwise the whole topic is same. For understanding this topic, again let's take an example. Here the example is PQR are partners in a firm sharing profits in the ratio of 2:1, and the balance sheet of the firm as at 31st March 2020 was as under. Here one balance sheet is given. This is liability side and this is asset side. Here some information is given and here some other information is also given with some additional information. Here the additional information is R retire on this date and P and Q decide to share future profits and loss in the ratio of 3:2. It means the old ratio is given in the question, that is 2:1, and the new ratio is also given in the question, that is 3:2. Here some adjustment is an amount of 5,000 included in the debtors be written off as bad debts. That 5,000 treated as a bad debts. So bad debts will be liability. It is one type of liability and the liability increases. If the liability increases, that is debited in the revaluation account. Here it is. But before this, here the bad debts value is 5,000 and here the bad debts value is 4,000. It means bad debts increases by only rupees 1,000. So we mentioned only 1,000 in the place of 5,000. Here it is 2 bad debts, that is 1,000. We record in the debit side because the liability increases. Bad debt treated as a liability. Before this the bad debts value is 4,000. Now the bad debts value is 5,000. It means the liability increases by rupees 1,000. Here the value is. The provision for doubtful debts be maintained at the existing rate. We will discuss this topic later on. Now come on the third topic, that is stock. Stock be reduced to rupees 82,000. Before this the stock value is 90,000. Now the stock value is 82,000. So the stock is reduced by rupees 8,000. Stock is a assets. If assets decreases, that will be recorded in the revaluation account in the debit side. Here the value is to stock account, that is 8,000. Now the third thing is plant be reduced by rupees 10,000. It means the plant's value is also decreased. That will be also recorded in the revaluation account debit side. Here the value is to plant account, 10,000 rupees. Patents are valueless. Valueless means 0. Before this the patent's value is 18250. Now the patent's value becomes 0. It means the assets decrease by amount 18,250. If the asset decreases, that will be recorded in the revaluation account debit side. Here the value is to patents account by rupees 18,250. Now the next information is a provision of 5,000 be made for repairs. It is also one type of liability. So that will be mentioned on the debit side of revaluation account. Here it is to provision for repairs account by rupees 5,000. Now One more information is an old computer previously written off was sold 6,000 as scrap. It means unrecorded assets. Unrecorded assets will be recorded on the credit side of revaluation account. Here it is by bank account because that time assets sold. So asset can be sold with the bank account. So here by bank account by rupees 6,000. Next, an amount of 20,000 had to be paid to an employee injured in an accident. It means that is also one type of liability. So that will be recorded in the revaluation account debit side by the bank account. Here it is to bank account by rupees 20,000. So students, we left one topic here. The topic is very important, and that is provision for doubtful debt to be maintained at the existing rate. What is the existing rate? Before this, here the value is provision. The value of provision is 4,000 rupees. That 4,000 is the 5% of 80,000. How it is? 80,000 is the base, 4,000 is the value, and we can calculate the percentage. That is 5%. So in this the rate is same. So the rate is 5% and debtors value is 80,000 and the new provision value is 5,000, that is mentioned in the first point, 5,000. So 80,000 minus 5,000, so the debtors become 75,000. Rate of provision is 5%. So that is 3750. That is the provisions value, and provision is also one type of liability. So that is also recorded in the revaluation account debit side. Here it is to provision account by rupees 3750. After that we will calculate which side is greater. Here we find out that debit side is greater and the total of debit side is 66,000. Here the only balance is 6,000. It means the balancing figure comes on the credit side by the name of by loss on revaluation account, rupees 60,000. And that 60,000 divided in the old partners. And who is the old partners? P, Q and R. So 60,000 divided in the old partners in old ratio. What is the old ratio? The old ratio is given in the question, that is 2:1. It means that 60,000 divided in the ratio 2:1. It means 24,000, 24,000 and 12,000. Here the value is 24,000, 24,000 and 12,000. So the both side is equal. Now we put the journal entry like revaluation account debit to bad debts account, revaluation account debit to provision for doubtful debts account, revaluation account debit to stock account, to plant account, to patents account, to provision for repairs account, and revaluation account debit to bank account. So the debit side is complete. Same as bank account debit to revaluation account. P's capital account debit, Q's capital account debit, R's capital account debit to revaluation account. We will pass the journal entry like that. Here the journal entry is bad debts account debit to debtors account, provision for doubtful debts account, revaluation account debit to bad debts. We will do that journal entry with the help of revaluation account. And what is the journal entry? We can write and evaluate with the help of revaluation account on by on. Here the values. The next is that, and the next is that. The next value is that, and the next value is that. And we can pass the journal entry with the help of revaluation, and we already make the revaluation. Here one more question that is very important. Kanu, Manu and Akansha are partners sharing profit as 20%, 30% and 50%. It means 2:3:5. Kanu decided to retire with the consent of other partners or sold her share to Manu. It means in this the retiring partner is Kanu and Kanu sold their whole share to Manu. Goodwill was valued at 2.5 year purchase of the average profit of 3 years profit. And what is the 3 years profit? That is 50,000, 70,000 and 60,000. Reserve fund is also given, that is 30,000. And you are required to record necessary journal entry to record above adjustment on Kanu's retirement. Also prepare her capital account. So here the solution is reserve fund exists in the credit side. So credit side exists, so it will be reverse entry, that is reserve fund will be debited. So here reserve fund account debit, reverse entry, and that reserve funds value divided in the old partners. And who is the old partner? Kanu, Manu and Akansha. So reserve fund account debit to Kanu's capital account, to Manu's capital account and to Akansha's capital account. The reserve fund that is given in the question, that is 30,000, and that 30,000 divided in the old ratio, and that old ratio given in the question, that is 2:3:5. Here the value is 6,000, 9,000 and 15,000, that can be distributed in the ratio 2:3:5. Here one more journal entry that is related from goodwill, and before this we will have to calculate the value of goodwill in the working note. Here the value is average profit. Average profit is based on 3 years profit. The first year's profit is 50,000, the second year's profit is 70,000 and the third year's profit is 60,000, and sum of 3 years, and we divide by number of years. So 50 and 70, that is 1,20,000 plus 60, that is 1,80,000, divide by 3 and we get 60,000. And now the value of goodwill is based on average profit and number of year purchase. Number of year purchase given in the question, that is 60,000 is the average profit, we already calculated that value, and number of year purchase that is given in the question, that is 2.5. After that we are getting 1,50,000. In this the partner who is retired, that is Kanu. So 1,50,000 is the total goodwill and Kanu's share is, total is 2:3:5, in which Kanu's share is 2. So here 2, and total of this is 2 plus 3 5, 5 plus 5, that is 10. So here we can mention the value, that is 30,000, and that 30,000 is taken by Manu only because Kanu sold their whole share to Manu. So that time we pass the journal entry that remaining partners to retiring partners. Here the remaining partner is Manu because at the time of retirement of Kanu, Manu is in the gain position. So Manu's capital account will be debited to Kanu's capital account because Kanu is the retiring partner. So here the journal entry is Manu's capital account debit to Kanu's capital account by rupees 30,000. Here one more information is given that 1 lakh is the value of capital of the retiring partner, and who is the retiring partner? That is Kanu. It means Kanu's capital is given, that is 1 lakh, and we will have to make Kanu's capital account because that is asking in the question. So here first of all by balance BD, that the capital value, and the capital value that is given in the question, that is 1 lakh rupees, and in reserve fund Kanu is getting 6,000 rupees because total reserve value is 30,000 and Kanu's share is 2/10. After that Kanu is getting 6,000 rupees. 3,000 multiplied 2, it means Kanu is getting 6,000 by Manu's capital account, that is the goodwill value. We already discussed that point in the working note, that is 30,000. Sum of all 1 lakh plus 30,000 plus 6,000, that is 1,36,000. So here the balancing figure is to balance CD by 1,36,000. Here One more question is that is very important and that is different from the previous two questions. Here the question is A, B and C are partners in a firm sharing profits in the ratio of 2:3:4. On 31st March 2019, A retires and B and C decided to share future profits in the ratio 2:1. It means old ratio is given, that is 2:3:4, and new ratio is also given, that is 2:1. Here some balances is given. The first balance is profit and loss debit side. That account is debit side, so reverse will be credit. So what journal entry we will pass? Here profit and loss debit balance is given, that time we will credit that account. So to profit and loss account in credit side, and debit will be the partner. A's capital account, B's capital account, C's capital account. So A's capital account debited, B's capital account debited, C's capital account debited. Amount is 16,000, 24,000, 32,000, and that amount is given in the question 72,000, and 72,000 divided in the old ratio, that is 2:3:4. So that value will be occurred from this ratio. Now come on the second point, that employees provident fund, that is 1,50,000, but employees provident fund not distributed in the partners capital account, so we ignore this value. Next come on the information that workman compensation reserve, that is 45,000, that is reserve, so that is exist in the credit side. So credit side exists, so we will debited that account. Here the journal entry is workman compensation reserve account debit by rupees 45,000, and the partners will be credit to A's capital account, to B's capital account, to C's capital account. The value is given in the question, that is 45,000, and that 45,000 distributed in the old ratio, that is 2:3:4. So the value becomes 10,000, 15,000 and 20,000. Here one more information is given, that general reserve. General reserve value is given, that 1,20,000, and some other information is also given. It is agreed that workman compensation reserve is no more required. No more required, it means the whole workman compensation is distributed. So we already done this entry. Now 25% of the general reserve is to be transferred to investment fluctuation reserve. 25% of 1,20,000. 1,20,000 and 25% of this, that is 30,000. So that is transferred in the investment fluctuation reserve account, and the remaining value distributed in the partners capital account in the old ratio, that is 2:3:4. So here the journal entry is general reserve account debit, that is 1,20,000, and 25% is transferred in the investment fluctuation reserve account, that is 30,000, and the remaining value distributed in the partners capital account. It means to A's capital account, to B's capital account and to C's capital account. So 1,20,000 minus 30,000, it means that is 90,000, and that 90,000 distributed in the old ratio, that is 2:3:4. So we find the value, that is 20,000, 30,000 and 40,000. So students, that topic is not finished, but this is the only information of that topic, and that topic is also used in the longer question. So we will discuss that all the topics in the 8 marks question in the next video.